In the name of Allah, the Entirely Merciful, the Especially Merciful, fighting has been enjoined upon you while it is hateful to you. But perhaps you hate a thing and it is good for you, and perhaps you love a thing and it is bad for you. And Allah knows, while you know not. They ask you about the sacred month, about fighting therein. Say, fighting therein is great sin. But averting people from the way of Allah and disbelief in Him, and preventing access to Al-Masjid al-Haram, and the expulsion of its people therefrom are greater evil in the sight of Allah. And fitna is greater than killing. And they will continue to fight you until they turn you back from your religion if they are able. And whoever of you reverts from his religion to disbelief, and dies while he is a disbeliever, for those their deeds have become worthless in this world and the hereafter, and those are the companions of the fire. They will abide therein eternally. Indeed, those who have believed and those who have emigrated and fought in the cause of Allah, those expect the mercy of Allah, and Allah is forgiving and merciful. They ask you about wine and gambling. Say, in them is great sin, and yet some benefit for people, but their sin is greater than their benefit. And they ask you what they should spend. Say, the excess beyond needs. Thus Allah makes clear to you the verses of revelation, that you might give thought to this world and the hereafter. And they ask you about orphans. Say, improvement for them is best, and if you mix your affairs with theirs, they are your brothers. And Allah knows the corrupter from the amender. And if Allah had willed, He could have put you in difficulty. Indeed, Allah is exalted in might and wise. And do not marry polytheistic women until they believe. And a believing slave woman is better than a polytheist, even though she might please you. And do not marry polytheistic men to your women until they believe. And a believing slave is better than a polytheist, even though he might please you. Those invite you to the fire, but Allah invites to paradise and to forgiveness, by His permission. And He makes clear His verses, ordinances, to the people that perhaps they may remember. And they ask you about menstruation. Say, it is harm, so keep away from wives during menstruation, and do not approach them until they are pure. And when they have purified themselves, then come to them from where Allah has ordained for you. Indeed, Allah loves those who are constantly repentant and loves those who purify themselves. Your wives are a place of cultivation, sowing of seed for you. So come to your place of cultivation however you wish, and put forth righteousness for yourselves, and fear Allah and know that you will meet Him, and give good tidings to the believers.